Hello friends, in this example we are observing four different roads, and I can say that all the four roads are one-way roads. Say for example, this road is called Old City Road, and this road is called BC Road. This road is called Bypass Road, and similarly we may call it as an Vidyagiri Road. And in these roads we can observe four different circles, namely P, Q, R, S. And I can assume that in these one-way roads only cars can be allowed. So for example, in this circle, how many cars are moving per hour? That is the question. So here it is given that 500 plus 400 cars crossing this circle per hour, and similarly 700 plus 300, say for example 1000 cars are crossing the circle Q. Similarly 600 plus 350 cars crossing the circle S, right? 450 plus 400 cars crossing the circle R. So input is equal to output, that can be assumed. It means 900 cars are moving towards P. Exactly in the similar way, same way, 900 cars leaving this circle. And here you can note down the variable W, X, Y, Z, what it represents. So W means number of cars per hour. X is also represent number of cars per hour. Similarly Z and Y. Now I want to find out the values of W, X, Y, Z. It means I want to find out how many cars are crossing this point. Similarly, how many cars are crossing this point, right? Okay, now this physical problem can be converted into a linear system of equations. I can write down a linear system of equations. Say W plus X is equal to 500 plus 400 means 900. What I have written here, W plus X is equal to 900. Similarly, W plus Y is equal to 700 plus 300, 1000. W plus Y is equal to 1000. And X plus Z is equal to 400 plus 450, 850. X plus Z is equal to 850. Y plus Z is equal to 600 plus 350 means 950 cars are moving. Is it clear? Now, this problem is converted into an linear system of equations, or the same equations can be written in this form. Coefficient of W is 1 into W, and coefficient of X is also 1, 0 into Y plus 0 into Z is equal to 900, 1 into W, 0 into X plus 1 into Y plus 0 into Z is equal to 1000, or the same equation can be written as 0 into W, 1 into X, 0 into Y, 1 into Z is equal to 850, and last equation can be written as 0 into W plus 0 into X, 1 into Y, 1 into Z is equal to 950, right? So now you forget the physical problem and it is a mathematical problem, or I can say that it is a mathematical model for this diagram. How do we find out the values of the unknowns, namely W, X, Y, Z? How many unknowns are there? 4 unknowns are there. I can find out the values of the unknowns by using Gauss elimination method. I can write down a matrix equation or a matrix. Say for example A is equal to, I can write down the first row. So coefficient of W is 1 and coefficient of X is 1, right? Y is 0, Z is 0, right hand side 900, and similarly second equation 1 0 1 0 1000. Third equation 0 1 0 1 850. Similarly last equation 950. So now I can reduce this matrix to a unit matrix. Say for example I want to apply R2 is equal to R2 minus R1, R2 minus R1, and R4 is equal to R4 minus R3. So you will get the equivalent matrix. First row as it is, R2 minus R1, 1 minus 1. So 0 minus 1, 1 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 1000 minus 900, 100. Third row remains as it is, 850. R4 minus R3, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 1, 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0 means 1 only, 1 minus 1, so 0. 950 minus 850, again it is 100. Okay, now I can apply and one more operator. R4 is equal to R4 minus R2. What is the equivalent matrix? Say for example 1, 1, 0, 0, 900 as it is. R2 also remains as it is, 1, 0, 100. Third row remains as it is, 0, 1, 0, 1, 850. Okay, last row R4 minus R2. 0 minus 0, 0 only, minus 1 plus 1, 1 minus 1, 0, 0 minus 0, right, 100 minus 100. Okay, last row becomes a 0. Now I want operator R2 and R3. I want to interchange second and third row, right? So you will get the equivalent matrix. First row as it is, second row 0, 1, 0, 1, 850, right? So now second row becomes a third row, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 100, and last row remains as it is. Okay, I want to operate R3 is equal to R3 plus R2. You will get an equivalent matrix. First row remains as it is, 1, 1, 0, 0, 900, right? Second row remains as it is, 0, 1, 0, 1, 850. R3 is equal to R3 plus R2. R3 will change, 0 plus 0, 0, minus 1 plus 1, 0, 1 plus 0, it means 1 only. So 0 plus 1, again it is 1, right? 100 plus 850, 950, right? Last row remains as it is. Okay, so by observing this, we can say that here from the last row 0 is equal to 0, you will get a dependent solution. So you can write down in the form of equation. So coefficient of W is 1, coefficient of X is equal to 900, right? Coefficient of W is 0, X is 1, Y is 0, right? Z is 1 is equal to 850, right? So W is 0, X is 0, Y plus Z is equal to 950. So you can obtain these three equations, and we know that system is dependent, right? How do you say that? Y can be written as 950 minus Z, right? And X can be written as 850 minus Z, right? So therefore W is equal to, right? So I am going to write down W is equal to 900 minus X, right? Or the same thing can be written as 900 minus, what is the value of x? 850 minus z, or it can be written as 900 minus 850 minus into minus plus z, or w is equal to 900 minus 850 means 50 plus z, right? So as I have mentioned, the system is dependent, right? W depends upon z. Is it clear? So when we observe the diagram, we will come to know that, say for example, in this road some construction work is going on. That's why I want to restrict the topic. Say for example, instead of more cars in this road, I can allow only 300 cars to travel. It means I can take z is equal to 300, right? So take z is equal to 300. So therefore w is equal to what? 50 plus 300. So it means, so 350, I can obtain w is equal to 350. Is it clear? Similarly, I want to obtain x is equal to what? 850 minus z. So 850 minus 300, it means you will get x is equal to 550. X is equal to 550. Similarly, I can obtain the value of y. Y is equal to what? 950 minus z. So 950 minus 300, it means 650. Y is equal to, right? And z is already known, so 300. Is it? So it means at this junction 300 cars can move per hour. At x is equal to 550 cars can travel, right? At w 350 cars can move, and y 650 cars can be travel per hour. So if we change the value of z again, you will get a new values for x, y, z and w. Thank you.